every day of my life I ball.
The dynamic ladies of Underground. Oh my gosh. Like, both of you have such dynamic characters. I really want to start with your character and the decision you had to make at the end of last season and how that's affecting you this season. Can you talk about a little bit of the parallel between womanhood and motherhood?
Oh, definitely. I mean, one of the most compelling scenes for me in that first season was just with Miss Susanna, you know, and the fact that things that she was complaining about were things that I could totally identify with. I found myself in that scene. You know, you go from the basic core instinct of just like, this heifer. Right. Can I even say that?
Why not?
To then saying, oh, this is another woman who's basically lost her children in a way, who's hurting. You know, and I think that's the brilliance in the writing is there's no straight line, clear line that's drawn in the sand of like good and evil.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and as Miss Ernestine too, so powerful. All season 1, you know, the all-knowing mother protecting her children. But at the end of the day, her arc, she learns massively from her daughter that it's not just about existing. It's not just about surviving.
Right.
It's about being acknowledged, being present, living in the world. And that concept is so new. So that you can't shake that once you learn something. Seriously? So now, you know, no children. Who is this woman? Who is our Miss Ernestine? Yeah. Who is a woman beyond being a mother? Yeah. You know, and that part will never be taken from her. But, you know, we're going to get a real inside scoop.
After that first episode, I believe you. Like, that was a lot.
Yes.
Jessica, talking a little bit about what Elizabeth has to go through. And honestly, womanhood and motherhood, that's been a struggle for you as well in season 1.
Absolutely.
But also the fact that something so crazy happens at the end of the first episode, and I don't want to spoil it for you.
Nah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Is Elizabeth strong enough to keep going on her own? As Jessica, do you think so?
Well, I mean, what's the other option? I just think everything that Elizabeth and John went through and committed to in the first season, you can't go backwards from that. I don't think. So the second season, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think each of the women in this show, they always rise to it. They will always rise to the challenges, and I think that that's such a beautiful thing to watch. Harrowing as well, a very harrowing thing to watch, but oh yeah, it's just gonna get
Yeah. There was such an authenticity about season 1 in so many lights, but especially when the N-word was used. In 2017, do you think the N-word has the same weight? Is it no big deal? Is it the same thing? What do you think?
I think it definitely still carries a lot of weight. Oh yeah, I mean, I think people still argue about it. I feel like they should. You know, so. And that's the beauty of this show that makes it so relevant. Is it you know, this is the fabric of America. This is a part of American history. So those conversations will continue and say, oh, this is the origin of that, and then how does that now inform today?
Your character went from being passive to active, if that makes sense, in season 1, right?
Definitely.
Where you came with a purpose.
Yeah.
For those who want to help, the world's kind of in a weird place right now. People feel like they have a lack of resources or knowledge. What's your advice on telling them to get out there?
I think it's so easy to educate yourself now. We have information literally at our fingertips. I think this is the big difference between then and now. Is then information was so restricted and people were so separate, and it was really such a massive undertaking to communicate a message. You know, even on the underground network is like. That was such a big thing, was getting information from one person or one community to another, whereas now it's so available. So you absolutely, as an individual, have the power to do something, to stand up and have your voice counted. I think you look at social media, everybody has that access, and I think it's just about educating yourself and being informed, because each one of us is so powerful.
I love it. Congratulations, ladies. I'm stoked. I don't know people are ready. You guys are awesome.
Now every day of my life I ball.